double click on it, and now the new donor database is Allegiance, and this is going to be a lot simpler, I think, and quicker than it has been in the past. The first thing you're going to do is type in your first name and your last initial, please, so that if I have any questions, I know who to come to ask. So if you do that and then hit enter, and that will go to, we'll start a pledge. As you can see at the top, it has your username. Now, and below that is change user. So if you get up from your computer for anything, to go to the bathroom, get snacks or whatever, please log out.
Yeah.
Change user so that if your phone rings, someone else can sit down and take over for you. And then what you're going to do, I'm sure most of you are aware, the phone rings, you answer it, the little script up there. Pam, do you mind reading that?
Thank you for calling the Sharathon. How would you like to make your gift today?
Okay, so almost every time, the first thing people do is they say, I want to make a pledge of, $10 a month, $100 a month, $50 a month, whatever. And so this year, what we have, in the years past, what you had to do is you had to enter the donor's contact information first. This year, we are starting with what the donor starts with, which is really nice. Yeah. And so you can see you have monthly options, and then you have one-time options. So the monthly options, what we're doing different this year is monthly sustainer. And the monthly sustainer is someone whose pledge will continue year to year, month to month, until they tell us to stop. And we will need to explain that to the caller, okay? Because that's not something that we've done before with cash and check. And we now have that option with cash and check, which we did not have that option before. We've always done that with automatic bank withdrawal and credit card, but now we're going to do that with cash or check as well. So click on a monthly option, doesn't matter which one, and watch the dollar amounts down below. Now click on a one-time and watch the dollar amounts down below. And do it a couple times so you can see what's happening to the dollar amounts. When you click on the monthly, the dollar amount down below changes to a monthly amount. When you click on the one-time, it changes to a one-time amount. Okay? So the only time that you will actually type in a dollar amount is if it's other. It's not one that's listed there in the options. Okay? So pick either a monthly or a one-time. You have the choice at this point, and then scroll down to the contact information.
Can we change those one-time amounts, or is that something that they put in there?
No, okay. That is something that I have put in there.
Because people donate
25,
50, 100 more than they do the 120, 360, 420.
Okay, so
but if you hit other, then it comes up.
Yeah, and I do understand that. I'm just saying that would make more sense to put in an even number like a 25, 50, 100 instead of the 120, 360. Because if they're going to do it one time, they're usually making up.
Okay, so what is your suggestion?
My suggestion instead of the 120 would be 100. Making a more of a, like out of 25s or 50s. Because very rarely will anybody make a one-time of 120. They won't make a one-time of 120.
Okay, but we have a lot of people that do a monthly $10.
Right.
Which is
so on the monthly, yes, but on the one-time, could we change those? Because we're going to have a lot of people just putting in the other amount, and I don't want there to be a mistake with that. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Or do they have to match? Do the one-time and the monthly have to go hand in hand?
No, they don't. I mean, the system divides the one-time by 12 and gives you the monthly amount. So it works either way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. So now go ahead and enter what we're going to do when we enter the contact information. When you enter their name and street and everything, I want you to ask them, how do you spell your first name? Please do not ask, what is your first name? Ask, how do you spell your first name? And this year, we're not looking up. I know in the past we've entered their name and then we've clicked search. We're not having that option this year. This is a new database, and I want all of their contact information updated. And to do that, I am making you manually enter their information. So go ahead and enter the contact information, and we'll just go through and see how it all works.
You just want us to enter our own then?
I'm sorry?
So you just want to enter our own information?
Whatever you want. You can enter a fictitious or your own. Doesn't matter.
They probably won't know their account number, will they?
Maxine like Skippy Scriven.
They probably wouldn't know their account number, so wouldn't have that.
No, the account number we are skipping because it's the account numbers are all different.
Yeah.
Everybody's account number is totally different from what it was on Denari.
Dashes in the phone number?
I'm sorry?
We have to put dashes
No,
in
you
the phone
you
number?
do not. Nope. Allegiance automatically puts in the parentheses and dash.
Just notice in here. One time of thing. Is everything else capitalized as supposed to be?
You don't have a country code, right?
Okay. I'm glad you said something.
If your bank account should be capitalized, I wonder if I have it backwards. Caps locks must be, because look, my AW, so starting all the way back. If this was on check, the thing must have been capitalized, caps lock. Two, small, is it small or capital?
Terry, I noticed something, is that, I don't know what she just did.
The bank account one time is auto renewal. Yeah, I didn't realize that was doing that.
Okay.
I'll have to go in and change that. Thank you for saying something. Okay, you got all your information. Now, even though the email is not mandatory, it's not, I do want you to ask for that, please. Okay, so then go down, and then you can see that in the comment box, we ask for prayer or praise, their story, what they would like to share. And then you type it in, and click continue.
Is there any way to highlight the pieces that you want? The little star is on there, but is there any way to highlight those so we make sure that those are the ones that get filled in? Like name, address, email, is there any way to highlight those words?
Look, no, just with the star.
Okay, all right.
With the diamond, actually it's a green diamond.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the way the.
Go ahead.
It is. Why?
And then you can see the details, depending on
You have
what
to
payment. Okay,
update
you
the
pick
phone
EFT,
number.
okay. Yeah,
Oh, wait, here, I was choosing.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, if you notice on
see
the
it.
No dashes.
Oh, no
EFT
dashes?
screen, if they decide not to do EFT, you can change it. You can make it cash or check.
So I had it on EFT and I just did it one time. I hit the
Uh-huh,
button
yep.
and then it changed.
Yep.
What do I do
Yep.
with the country code?
No need for a country code.
Wait, let me get off of that.
We don't have a country code.
And then continue.
When I used to fill out RFPs for the hotel, you'd have to do
So then you would fill out this payment information. Today during the training, we will not. But you would ask for their card number, their expiration date. Terry says the CVV is not necessary during Sharathon. You would read the subtotal and the total to them just to confirm. And then you would hit the orange and white button of submit to complete the order. It won't go to the screen that it's supposed to at this time, but when you get a chance, confirm their name, their address, all of their contact information, confirm the donation amount, and then please tell them thank you so much for their donation donation to WGCA and for keeping our ministry alive for 29 years, then you will hang up the phone and answer it again.